I start talking before my husband turns the mic on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and as always, I'm here with my husband, Noel. He is in the background doing our cameras and doing our graphics. Hello, hello. There are so many names I can't say hello to every single person, but I did see Monster Mama, Grammy Dawn, Southern Charm come in. Tracy, hello, everybody. Today is mixed vintage, so shipping should be capped at $4.50. Let me know if you see anything other than that, but it basically should work out to you buy the very first item, and then shipping should be free after that. And there are some of our rewards cards in the show notes, so check the show notes for what cards you can combine together to get $5 off. So basically, if you have those two reward cards, it's like you're getting free shipping today. And on rewards cards, I'm super excited to announce these are the ones we've been using. So for first quarter, we've been doing numbers 1 through 9. We just got second quarter cards in. So starting with any boxes that go out from this show, we're going to start distributing our second quarter cards. So newer coupons are coming, our rewards cards. We're going to keep going all throughout the whole year. So if you get them, hello, Daisy Lane. Don't throw them away. Keep them, because as we move through the year, we're going to be combining codes from all the different quarters for different types of dollars off and things like that. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I got to go sourcing this morning. I went to the antique store, so I had a really good morning. And now I get to be here and sell stuff. So that's fun. Anyways, we have some stuff in the bin. I didn't load the bin a whole lot. I'm actually working towards not loading the bin as much, and just to keep products moving during the live sales. Just focusing a little bit deeper in on inventory going into the second quarter. So you will see a few items in the bin, but we got some really cool stuff in the auction tab. It is mixed vintage. It is like all over the place. We got a little bit of everything because I didn't focus in on any one design style. If there's anything you like, go ahead, throw a pre-bid on it. We are going to work down the list. We'll just kind of go down in order, and let's just keep working through the list, and we'll get there. We usually run about an hour and a half at max, so it's not like you're going to have to wait for 4 hours. And with that, we're going to pull up our very first item. The very first thing tonight is this really neat set here. So this is Taylor Smith & Taylor, which I just love the Taylor Smith & Taylor stuff because a lot of it has different colors on the inside, and the teal is my favorite. That reminds me of an MCM type decor. And this one comes with a creamer, a sugar boat, and it's supposed to be like a gravy boat or some type of like a sauce boat. But you're going to get this one here, and you can see this is more of the sugar bowl. And they all have the really pretty blue flowers on them. And then we have a creamer that goes with it. And then you get like the gravy boat or the sauce boat with it here. Hello, CG. So I'm going to turn it like this. And what's really cool about this is they all stack and kind of fit within each other. Let's turn it around so the flower shows. Let's show the pretty side. All right. We'll get our cameras ready. We like to do 10 seconds with a 3-second restart. And everything is starting at $1 today. That is up and running. Do you love it? I'm so glad you love it.
Hello, Miseko.
And Dawn, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next item, and here's the other thing I've been doing, you guys. Since I don't want to keep a lot of inventory like in my bin and in backstock, the stuff that I do have, the things that I have been listed, I've been pulling into my shows. So the next two items are actually things that I've had listed for a little while. Oh, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you. So the next two items are things that have been around for a while. I've had them listed at a lot higher price, but I'm starting to pull all that stuff into my shows now. So this one is a pink speckled art glass. And I thought I put everything in order. Where did I put it? Here it is right here. Look at this piece of glass. This is absolutely stunning piece of glass. This is really thick. So the bottom of it is clear, but then it comes up with this kind of pink pattern all the way through, and very, very thick glass. It does stand 7.5 inches tall. No chips or cracks. Look at how gorgeous that is. That design is just absolutely stunning. And we'll show you the top there. And then that is the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and get that going. There is a sticker on here. I can't read what it says. So there's a little piece of a sticker saying what kind of glass it was. And that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bid. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Look at how that, like, it just swirls all around. Perfect for this time of year, perfect for Easter. Think about your like daffodils or something in there. Abel's Treasures, congratulations, that is heading to you.
Thank you.
You know what? Let me turn this on real quick so I can see when we have any first purchases today. I should have done this before the show started. Here I am, not totally prepared. It's coming. I've got my iPad here so that I can check things out. All right, now I can see first purchases because it doesn't show on the screen in front of me. Next up, we have a glass shoe. Check this out. Here it is right here. This is so like Cinderella right here. First of all, if you like shoes, I used to have like shelves I had a huge walk-in closet and I had shelves lined with heels when I had to like actually get dressed up every day. This is a type of decor I would have put in there. This reminds me of Cinderella so much. We've got like the Millefiori design going on in there with that gold. And of course it is the blue. We're going to take an up close look at it so you can see how beautiful it is. And it is just stunning. And that is the inside there and the bottom. We're going to go ahead and get that running. Hello, hello. How are you, Gigi? And that is going right now. This is such an unusual piece to decorate with. Some kind of some kind of southern. The bird theory, thank you so much. That's going to you. So my husband does that.
On its way to you.
We don't run on a telephone. We run multiple cameras. The bird theory, thank you so much. You did not need to do that, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. We run through a computer system and multiple cameras, and everything goes like through a soundboard and through graphics machines. Absolutely not necessary to do Whatnot. So if you are new to Whatnot, y'all, you do not need all this equipment. All you need is a phone. But my husband has been in this industry for years and years, and this is a lot of equipment that he's accumulated. So we run things a little bit differently as far as the production goes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 now. We have 7 cameras, so we'll switch cameras based on what we're showing to give better views of it. And then he runs all the graphics through his computer systems. You are very welcome. It is a full production, but it is smaller. Southern Charm could attest to this. She actually got to came here and visited us, and we had so much fun. But everybody who comes to visit us, I Love Discount, Southern Charm, so they've both been here. The first thing anybody says is, your studio looks so much smaller in real life, and it is really small. On screen, it looks like we have all this space, but it's really about a 10 by 10, give or take, space. So we actually work in a very small studio here.
If you have questions about the technology, you can always send us a DM.
All right. I think this may be close to my favorite thing because it is so unique. There is a call out, so I'm going to tell you about the call out. I put it in the description too. How adorable is this? This is a piggy bank, and we will show you up close, but there is an actual lock on the door here with the little key, so it's a metal lock, and you can open the door. Now the call out, which we'll show you, there's a little chip on the door here. I was so disappointed when I saw that, but you put your money up there, and then you open the door, you unlock it to get your money out. This is made in Japan. We have a Japan sticker there on the bottom. Let's show you up close.
So Southern Charm, you're calling me fat, huh?
He does take up most of the space. All right, look at this. So you can see that call out right there. See, the door kind of opens. There's the little call out. And then, of course, you have the lock. And then you have all this really neat detail going on here. The light's washing it out a bit. Maybe we can dim the light just a tad. There we go. And then over here it says, let's fix the house. How cute is that? And that's where you would put your money in. I thought this was such an unusual bank, and it's just adorable to look at. And that is running right now. It is a 1950s. I was able to do a tad bit of research on it, so it's in that time period of the 50s. I love the door too. I think my favorite part is that little lock on there. Southern Charm, congratulations.
And the door actually opens.
Yes, the
So
door. That's how you get your money out.
The lock is to keep the door from falling off.
has a collar. It does. That is very appropriate. Maybe it was on purpose. All right, here is a piece of Fenton, and it's Fenton Gold Crest, where normally we see a lot of the silver crest, but this one actually has the amber glass going around. So it is a candy dish or like a ruffled bowl, whatever you would want to classify it as. And it is really just a very beautiful, classic looking piece of Fenton. No chips or cracks. It's in wonderful condition, 7-inch diameter, and that's running right now. Nope, wrong way. I try to get it in the middle, never can go the right way. Hello, Found with Love Vintage. The Bird Theory, what a great grab. Congratulations on that one.
Thank you.
What's next? Ooh, now we have some amber glass. I am a huge amber glass fanatic. I love amber and milk glass are my absolute favorites, but I've collected amber glass far longer than I've collected milk glass. And this piece is just so beautiful. The ruffled top, it gets me every time. It's just so neat having all these ruffles around there. And it's like a small compote or a small bowl. And of course, it's on this gorgeous pedestal. And then you have your thumbprint design going all the way around it. It stands about 5.5 inches tall. And it would make the sweetest candy dish ever. You can kind of pop that in almost with any decor and it will match. Get ready now for the fall. Fall's coming. Amber glass looks gorgeous in the fall time. Dawn, thank you so much. What are we doing next? Oh, how about some red glass? We've got a lot of glass today.
She's a little bit too far ahead.
Am I too far ahead? Wait,
spring
January,
is
February,
barely
March.
kicking in.
It's about April.
And the fall is coming.
I
Come
like
on.
fall. All right, what's your favorite season? Everybody throw in the chat. Mine is fall. I like Halloween. I like the leaves coming down. I like the crisp air. Yeah, look, I'm not alone. Southern Charm likes fall season too. So I know I'm not alone. I look forward to the fall. My cheerleading time. We get to
Right,
sit out in
Scuba?
the bleachers, Friday night lights. I love it.
Let's go summer.
The cold. All right. Next up is this this piece here. Let me pin it. And I just felt a little flea bite. So let me tell you about this flea bite. I just felt it when I picked it up. So this is a tidbit tray. It is red glass. I just felt a tiny little flea bite ding right here. I did not see that when I was taking pictures. My finger just ran over it. Very hard to see with the naked eye, but you definitely can feel it. And of course, you've got that little handle there. It is gorgeous, gorgeous ruby red. It is Anchor Hocking that makes this one. You've got the ruffle. It's a very understated ruffled edge on this one. 7-inch diameter. And that is running right now. I should grab my light. I always test if things glow, but I don't think most of these things glow. Those I save for the glow show. The Bird Theory, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
You guys, I picked up the coolest recipe box. It is going to probably be in my next Warm Embrace show, so sometime next month. But you know the wood recipe boxes that are normally like this big, like index card size? I got one that's this big. It looks like a regular recipe box, but it's really, really long. It is the coolest thing ever. I've never seen one like it.
It looks like it's holding a scroll.
Yeah, it is really cool. All right. This piece here, if you are a tea drinker or you just want to fancy up your coffee game, here you go. At one point, I actually bought 3 cups that were similar to this, just different colors, and a pitcher from I Love Discounts, and I sold it a while back. And I came across one more cup. It wasn't for that set. This is completely other set. But they are so gorgeous. So you get a glass cup, and then this is metal that goes all the way around with enamel over the metal. They are absolutely gorgeous. They are made by ARC. Perfect for your tea, or if you want to make a latte and see all like the different layers in your latte. And they come with a matching spoon. So you're going to get this one cup. Take a look at it up close. For those of you who like spring and summer, here you go. How spring and summery is this one? And that one is up and running. And that would hold a good amount of coffee in it, or tea. Patty, whoa, thank you so much. And that is a first purchase.
Whoops.
Uh-oh, is he
1
messing up the
second.
graphics?
Thank you for your first purchase.
Thank you so much, Scuba
Thanks,
Studio.
Scuba.
Scuba, I had no clue that you had an English accent. Zero. I heard you in your wife's show yesterday, and I'm like, who's that? And my husband's like, that's Scuba Stevio. And I'm like, no, I had no clue. Just none. Zero. I was completely clueless. So took me by surprise. All right, we have this gorgeous piece here. Now, this is blue and black, and I know the light's washing it out, but we're going to adjust the light so you can see it. This is glass. So this is a glass piece. And when I did research on it, I was able to, the only thing I could find was that it was mosaic glass. I found other very similar pieces, but not this exact pattern. But they were all called mosaic glass. So it's a very deep blue, and then you have the black pattern going around it. So it looks like it's been used a little bit up here at the top. I'm sure somebody's used it as a vase. There is some type of, is that a signature? There's some type of a signature there on the bottom in black ink, but let's show it up close. Maybe we can dim the lights a little bit so you can actually see the design on, oh, there you go. You can see that design. It's just kind of that black, just kind of pops out of there. It is so beautiful. 9 inches tall. And that's running right now. It's such a great combination of colors. You usually don't think that those dark colors really would go, but they look so beautiful together. Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a set here of oil and vinegar. So we have blue and white. I told you we had a whole mix today. We've done glass, we've done some MCM, and now we're doing some blue and white. So this one is an oil and vinegar cruets. And obviously you're going to get both of them. So we have the O for the oil there, your blue and white. They're in really great shape, no chips or cracks. And the bottoms say Blue Poppy Hand Painted. So Blue Poppy Hand Painted is what the bottoms say. And then of course you have your vinegar. And we'll put that down there. Again, great stoppers are all in great shape. And I like that they come with the stoppers on there. And those are up and running. They do stand 5.5 inches tall. And we'll turn it around the other side so you can see that. And then it does have that Blue Poppy hand-painted mark on the bottom of them. Southern Charm, thank you, thank you. And let's just go ahead and we're going to do our other blue and white item. We're just going to stick with the little blue and white here for 1 second. Look at this one. This is another one of the blue. Okay, I said it wrong. It's not poppy. That was too little. Peony, not poppy, peony. Blue peony hand painted. Same exact mark as that oil and vinegar set. But now you have a large mixing bowl. And there is no, sometimes in your mixing bowls, you get all the spoon marks. This one looks really good. A little bit of crazing, a little bit of paint wear, which I would say is consistent with age. And so you have that design so gorgeous on the inside and then all the way around on the outside. And this is a good size, 10-inch diameter. So it's a really good size bowl. And that is up and running right now. Thank you for your bids. Hello, Go Vintage with Bree. Salad with the oil and vinegar. There you go.
There you
See,
go, Miss
now
Daisy.
Daisy Lane, Southern Charm, thank you so much. Daisy Lane, see, had I thought of that, I would have put them all together and then tried to market it as that. I need to watch more of your shows so that I can see how you're I just didn't even think to put them all three together. And that is the other thing I've been trying to do lately too, is to create more bundles. I actually, when I was at the antique store today, I bought things to not necessarily make vignettes, but to complement other items that I knew that I had, to kind of do 2 or 3 or 4 pieces together at the same time, which you'll start to see in upcoming shows. It's kind of one of those things that I'm changing, and not drastic changes in the business, but just little things to improve. It does work, yeah. Like when you start adding little things together. All right, let's take a look at this bird trivet. This one is awesome. If you are into the birds, brass, any of that type of decor, look at this piece. It is good size, first of all. It is 8.5 inches by 7 inches. So 8.5 end to end, and then 7 at the tallest part there. It does have 4 feet. There are no, you know, sometimes they have the little rubber protectors on the feet. These ones don't have it, but they still work. They just don't have rubber protectors. It is in really great shape, as you can see. Not much like patina or anything going on with it. We're going to put it like that so you can see it that way. And that is up and going. Thank you so much for your pre-bids. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Now it looks better for you. And Robin with the first purchase. Congratulations. Welcome to Zoe's
Thank
Treasures.
you for your first purchase.
Now, these pieces I absolutely love. Look at these. I thought I had another one. I might have sold I had a littler one. I might have sold it. I got to go look back and see what I have. But this is brass, and it is that big bow tie. There is a hole right here in the middle, so you can put like a nail through it to hang it up on the wall, or a piece of string if you want to hang it like that. There is no other type of hanger on the back. But again, I mean, you have holes here, so it's easy enough to put up on a wall. You can also lean it against something. I just love this one. It is just gorgeous brass, classic, and it is 9 inches at the tallest point and 9 inches down here at the widest. And that is running right now. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome in. I can't talk. Laura, Sharon. Hello, hello. The bird theory. Thank you so much. This cool piece is heading to you.
Thank you.
Up next. Okay. I don't know if any of you were in my show when I was talking about the antique market that I tested out and I did not like because there was too much digging. It was like really like, it was just a different experience. This is the only item I came home with, and I was super happy to find this item because this is really, really cool. Look at this flower frog. This is a brass etched flower frog. Look at the size of that. I mean, look at both of my hands are on there. This thing is so big. It is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, it is in 2 pieces. So that top comes off if you don't want to use it as a flower frog. You just want to do, you know, like a bowl. And then you've got the flower frog piece there. And then we're going to show you up close, but it has like this coppery look that's, I don't know if that's painted or just how they do this. I am not sure how they make that, but that goes all the way around. And we'll just kind of show you up close. And then you have your flower frog there. And it is, what did I say, 8 inches in diameter. It is such a good one. And that is running right now. Thank you so much for your bids. Southern Charm, thank you so much. I wish I knew how to do flower arranging. Like I wish I knew how to like take something like that and make gorgeous bouquets. Not my skill set whatsoever. We have a carnival glass bowl here. This one does have a little bit of a call out. I think it's forgivable though. And I really love the shape of this. Look at how it kind of like squeezes in on the sides. It is so pretty. And of course it's carnival glass. So when the light hits it, you get all those really pretty colors. But the call out here, there's no chips or cracks, but you can see, and I don't know if you can see it through here, but we'll show you up close. It looks like there's paint wear, like it may have been flashed. I am not aware of carnival glass being flashed. However, let me show you. Can we turn the other camera from the top so we can try to see this? Let's see if we can see it from this angle. There you go. You can see it right there. So you know sometimes if you get flash glass and it looks like some of it's wore off, that's what it looks like right on the bottom of this piece. Other than that, there is nothing wrong with it. It is an absolute stunning piece of glass. And then on top of it, there are flowers all the way around. So it's just like an extra little added bonus when you're looking at the bowl. And we're going to go ahead and get that running. That is going right now. Hello, the curated collector. The junk in her trunk. Congratulations. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
That is a really pretty piece. All right, what do we have next? I have some randoms too, so let's go ahead. I'm going to throw a couple random items in just as we go along here. Let me just find that listing real quick, and we're going to do a few random items. Let's see. They will be at $1 too. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and do this piece here. I thought this was really cool and unique. This is silver plate. Who was it? Leonard. Leonard is the maker, so it's Leonard silver plate. But look how pretty this is. You get this opening in the middle that you can put anything in. You can put a big candle, fill it up with all kinds of different things, flowers, and then you've got your candle holders, your taper holders all around the edges. Somebody has used this before. They've actually used it for candles. But each one of these arms is so decorative. It looks like they have little like acorns or flowers, and then it just comes up to the prettiest part to hold the candle. 3 feet on there. I'm going to turn it like this. It is Leonard silver plate. Let's see if we can get it in the... There we go. Look how beautiful that looks. Just imagine that sitting on like a centerpiece on your table. Oh no, Rhonda, that's awful. I know there's all kinds of stuff going around lately. We're going to go ahead and run this $1 up and going. We'll give you a quick measurement while it's going. About 7.5 inches from leg to leg. All right. Holly, congratulations. I think that was the first purchase. It came up so fast. We're going to play the first purchase for you just in
Thank
case.
you for your first
Marshmallows
purchase.
for the center. There you go, Southern Charm. Perfect. Thank you so much. That's a cool piece. Thank you for sharing the show. I appreciate it. Let's see, what are we doing next? Let's go back to my list here. All right, hold on. Get my list back. There it is. How about a Fitz and Floyd? We have this Fitz and Floyd piece. I think I have... Oh, my husband's yelling at me about this. I think I have like fall on the brain today. Maybe I've had for a while because this is a turkey piece. I think it's adorable though, because it's a turkey sitting on like little grass. It is so cute. It is Fitz and Floyd. So it's a trinket dish, a basket trinket dish. Turkeys could be for Easter, can't they? We should just start a trend. Turkeys for Easter. It's a turkey in a basket. So you get the little turkey. It's in really great shape. And then of course you get the basket, and it is Fitz and Floyd. We will show you up close. All right, let's go over here. You can see the FFF on there, Fitz and Floyd. And look at it, it's green and cream. I think green and cream classifies for cream classifies for spring colors, even if it does have a turkey. Look at the turkey butt. All right, we're going to go ahead and run that. And that is going right now. Thank you for your bids. Turn it so you can see the turkey. It kind of reminds me of turkey in a basket. That's right. Tracy, congratulations. That is going to you. The dots on it. Have you guys seen the Longenberger pottery? I know it's Fitz and Floyd. We saw the mark. But the dots always make me think Longenberger because it's a very similar pattern. All right. Egg plate time. These are so popular lately. I think a lot of people are using egg plates to make gallery walls, which I think is kind of a cool idea. And this is very, very springy with your flowers. Now, there are 2 like indentations in the center. If you are like really like this is the coolest egg plate you have ever seen in your life, I am pretty sure that's probably for a salt and pepper that would have gone to this set. I don't have those. I have the egg plate though. It is still really a neat egg plate to design with. It is by Ganz, G-A-N-Z. It's in great shape. And we do have Easter. You can just put all your decorative eggs in there. Or your deviled eggs. This way, to the left, to the right. There we go. Up and going. Thank you so much for your bids. Cricut Pro, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Now these, okay, copper. I've been saying for weeks now, Southern Charm backed me up. She has a booth. I'm going to take her word for it because, you know, that's actual like foot traffic coming in someplace. Copper is hot. Copper is the the metal to go with for the season. So we have a bowl here with a copper base. This is the third one of these I've had. Every time I sell one, another one magically appears. I just think it's the coolest thing. Vintage blue and white cloisonne Canton teacup and saucer. Oh, the teacups and saucers, those are coming up very shortly. Hang tight. Those are coming right up in just a few minutes. And what I really love about this is the top of this glass. So you get your copper base and you get some gorgeous glass to go with it. Little candy dish. It would look gorgeous on a vanity. There you go. Look at how beautiful that is. That glass is just absolutely stunning. And that's going right now. Thank you so much for your bids. And Dolphin with the first purchase. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your
and
first
welcome
purchase.
to Zoe's Treasures. Let's see if I can find this. I usually don't mind jumping ahead to things. So we're going to go ahead and jump over here. These are absolutely gorgeous. If we're going with the blue and white again, now there are some call outs on these, but very consistent with the age of these. So this is a whole set. We're going to sell all 4 pieces together. The saucers are the same. The cups are different. So let me take a minute to show you what they look like. So first off, you get this cup here. So it's a little bit shorter. It says China on the bottom. And it has a beautiful design going all around the edges. And then, of course, on the inside. No chips or cracks on this guy. Then you're going to get 2 saucers that are they are identical. Both of these saucers are the same. And then this beautiful piece here, this is the one with the call out, and it is also probably the oldest of all 4 pieces and my absolute favorite. Look at the design on this one. I did some research on these. These things are like pretty hot, a hot ticket item there. The call out on this is that there is a crack line or 2 on the inside. You can kind of see one crack line here going on the outside of this one. And we're going to put it right here so you can see all of those little closer. And I'm going to turn this one just to make sure that you know what's going on with this guy. There it is. You can see that crack line right in there. And then on the outside, you can see it right there. So it's not super deep. I can't feel it with my finger, but it does exist. And we're going to go ahead and run this. You're going to get all 4 of these pieces. And those are up and going right now. Lala, thank you so much. That is heading to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a little bit rude, not even asking to promote, but thank you for trying.
My husband's got my back. All right, let's go ahead and come back over here. We're going to do a glass heart candy dish. This thing is really pretty. It is heavy too.
Hey, Bees, how you doing?
Hello, B squared.
Welcome in.
Is it okay to put all of my show?
Go
Yeah,
for
every
it.
single one of them.
Go for it. Let me actually, you know what? I'll do you one better.
All right. While my husband's doing this, am I waiting for you? Should I wait for you?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'm going to show you this really cool glass candy dish. Okay. This thing is heavy. You can do exercises with this thing, but it is so pretty. How great for Easter. You can actually take the lid off, put some of that Easter grass in there, put some eggs. This is made by, did I put it in there? No, I didn't. There's a name on the bottom that I absolutely cannot read. But it is very, very beautiful, very big, very deep glass candy dish or trinket dish. All right, honey, you want to switch that camera? We're going to run this and then you can do what you want to do. There you go. Let me show you this guy up close and personal. How beautiful that is. That it stands a good 4 inches tall. We're going to run this one $1 up and going, $4.50 shipping. Great deal. Thank you so much for your bid, Southern Charm. This is so pretty. I cannot wait for you to see this one in person because it is gorgeous. Thank you so much. All
Thank
right.
you.
And here we go.
We will promote people
Let's
that
check them out.
are respectful and that we're friends with. So B Squared Trading Post, they're awesome. They are another husband and wife team. Y'all need to follow them. So there you go. Next show really quick is Seller Support Show on 3/24. All right. Thank you guys. You guys, most of the time I don't have a problem with promoting. Just so we know, let's clear the air because I don't want to come off like I'm being like inconsiderate or rude. Most of the time I don't have a problem, and I will actually promote a lot of people. If I know you and you're in my show, I'm going to promote you naturally. I'm going to talk about you. And if you hear me talk about somebody, you can be guaranteed that it's coming from a place of respect. B Squared, thank you so much. You do not have to, but thank you. When we talk about somebody, it's coming from a place of admiration and respect, and somebody that we believe in and that we believe in promoting. So just that's it. I'm not going to keep harping. Let's go on to this next item. This is a Hershey. So those of you who may not know, we are an hour from Hershey, Pennsylvania. If you've never been there, it's really cool. The street lights are actually in shapes of Hershey Kisses. Kind of cool. So we have a Hershey canister. I see these not all the time, but every now and then. Absolutely. I'm glad you did. Thank you. I see these every now and then in the antique stores. I actually have a really big one upstairs in my dining room, but this is a smaller one. Really neat jar. You've got this old-timey Hershey hot chocolate logo on a glass, on the glass jar. It is a metal, like tinny type lid. And we're going to run that. It's 5 inches tall, so it's just a good size. Oh yeah, they have the best ice cream at the Hershey Park there. It's a really neat little town. It's a lot smaller than what you would imagine. Lala, thank you so much. The town of Hershey itself, they have a huge hospital and just a very small, maybe like a mile long of like little stores and restaurants and then a big amusement park. There's some other stuff, but that's pretty much the town. And it's kind of neat when you're driving down the street, the amusement park is like so close you can hear the people like screaming on the roller coasters when you're just shopping. It's pretty neat. The milkshakes are amazing. I totally agree. That's always like anytime we go to Hershey Park, that's like the end of our day. We save like, a little bit of space after all the good carnival food and amusement park food for the ice cream at the end. Thank you for sharing the show. All right, you guys, look at this color. This is so MCM. This is an Empress Sage Green, even though I think it's more of a teal blue, but the correct term is sage green. Gravy boat or a big old creamer. I need this size of creamer for my cream in the morning. I don't know about y'all. There is a call out here. You can't see it on the outside, but on the inside, there's a starting of a crack line there. We'll show you up close so you know exactly what you might be bidding on. Let's see if we can turn the light down a bit. There we go. You can see it right there. It's the beginning of a crack line, but you cannot see it on the outside of it. But the coloring on this, that's what does it for me, is the gorgeous color. That is running right now. Empress Sage Green, but it's more like a minty blue. Me too, Cricket Pro. I like a little coffee with my creamer and my honey. SYLMCB, congratulations with the first purchase.
Thank you.
Welcome
for
to
your
Zoe's
first purchase.
Treasures. Oops, I'm about to start the auction. I don't want to start it. I just want to pin it. I need to press the right buttons. Okay. I have any pottery fans here? We have a Hager pottery. If you know, Hager is like one of the great pottery makers. This one says Hager USA 3976. It is stamped. Now, I learned from Daisy Lane, there are other early Hager that's marked Florentine, which is the pre-Hager designs. So this is very much in that Florentine design, but it is marked Hager. So I'm thinking it's kind of like right when kind of Hager took over the company or however that happened. So it is a gorgeous piece of pottery. This is a really pretty sage green. Now the call out with this, no chips or cracks, but it has been used as a planter. It is a planter. It's been used as a planter. If you put plants in it, you'll never know. So there you go. You can have a gorgeous Hager planter. It stands 5 inches tall, 6 inches in diameter. And that's going now. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Now, the whole Hager Florentine thing, that's all Daisy Lane. She taught me that. And I probably didn't tell the whole story the correct way, but
Hello, Miss Bree.
Abel's Treasures, that is going to you. Thank you very much. This next one seemed like kind of a popular item. It is reminiscent of the goose with the blue ribbon around its neck, but this one has a pink ribbon. And this is a cookie mold. It's ceramic, so it's it's glazed ceramic. At first I thought it was porcelain, but it's not. It's a very glazed ceramic. No crazing on it. There is a hole here so you could hang it. So like if you wanted to use it for decor. And then the back is not glazed, and it's to do your cookie molds. This would make a huge cookie. That would be a big old cookie. Is there a signature on there? There may be. We'll look at it from the top. It looks like there's possibly a little signature right there. Little squiggly line. And we're going to go ahead and run that one. That is going right now. And I'll kind of turn it over so you can see the inside while that's running. Thank you for your bids. Oh, Monster Mama, that is going to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Milk glass is hard for me to part with. This wasn't even part of my collection, but just once it comes in my house, I have a hard time like passing it on. I really like milk glass. And this pattern is absolutely stunning. So this is the hobnail pattern. My favorite is the diamond print pattern, but I love all milk glass. I am just like addicted to milk glass. Look at this candy dish. This is heavy. It's beautiful. It is well made. And I do not know, there is no mark, so I don't know if it's Westmoreland or who it is. So I'm not going to give you a maker because there is no mark for me to definitively say, but it is hobnail. Perfect condition. It's just the right shape, just the right size. And it is perfect.
And that's the reason why she had a hard time parting with it.
It does not glow. Fenton, early Fenton is not marked. So there's pre-70 Fenton isn't marked. So it's possibly, but I hate to say it for sure because I don't know. It's a gorgeous piece regardless of who made it. It is a very stunning piece of milk glass. And Wander Treasures with the first purchase. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Welcome to Zoe's Treasures. All right, what are we doing next? How about a little hole? I'm sorry, honey. What are you trying to show me? Oh, I already answered that. You're not listening. My husband's like, answer these questions. I'm like, I already answered. You need to listen to me. Okay, we have a whole creamer. I did a creamer show. If any of you were around like 2 months ago for a creamer show, I had over, close to 100 creamers, and the whole show was creamers. I wish I would have had this one. Look at how cool this is. Look at the flower on that. We're going to show you closer, but it's a big blue flower, and it's a different flower on each side. Same coloring. It is whole pottery, another really good pottery maker. So let's just see look at that. How springy and gorgeous is that? There's your inside. That mark in there, that's a little sticker residue that will come out. And let's go around to the other side so you can see. So the flowers are just a tad bit different, but the same coloring. And then, of course, you have your whole USA down there. And we're going to go ahead and run this one. And that's going now. I would buy creamers nonstop. I have to stop myself when I go to the antique store from buying creamers. Because one, there's not one person who needs that many creamers. Rhonda, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
And I couldn't possibly sell as many creamers as I want to buy. All right, how about some Indiana glass? This one is perfect. Look at that piece. All right. YouTube, I am like so addicted. Like I literally have to just be like, nope, you cannot buy anymore. It is so hard. Okay, this is a piece of Indiana glass. It's the frosted satin blue glass. It has like a grape pattern on it, and you have like a bunch of grapes there. That is the handle. There are no chips or cracks that I am aware of. Look at that rim around here. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And of course you have grapes and then the little pedestal base on the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, oh man, it just looks so good under the lights. It is 7 inches tall. And that is running right now. It is running. I think you're lagging because my computer shows it's running. Thank you, Southern Charm. I think it's gorgeous. I love this blue one. And Dolphin, thank you so much. You're going to love this. In person, it's even more beautiful than on screen. Have you guys seen the blue milk glass? I'm obsessed. I have a few pieces. I mainly have white milk glass. I have a few pieces of pink milk glass. But the blue milk glass, I've seen like 4 pieces recently at different antique stores. Way out of my... It's like it's kind of like a lighter blue, a little bit darker than a Tiffany blue. I'm totally obsessed, but every piece I see is so far out of my price range. Like I just can't justify buying it. But very hard. Yeah, I think it is hard to find. Like I said, I think over the past 6 months, I've seen like 4 pieces. And every time I'm like, oh, I want that. And then I'm like, oh, I can't afford that. Okay, we have a platter that is perfect for the springtime. So I do have a little confusion with this platter though. I'm going to be totally upfront and tell you about this confusion I have. This is a big old guy. Now it has this yellow hue going around it. Found the milk glass blue egg plate with the gold trim for, oh my gosh, that would be gorgeous. And what is steel? $5? I love discounts. Well, you're late. I start at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock every Saturday is my anchor show. All right. You can see we have a yellow hue going around this. I had a debate with my husband. I'm going to tell you, I do not know if this is staining or if it's painted this way. We'll show you up close because it looks like some of it came off, but I did every trick in the book that I knew of to try to like clean it, thinking it may have been staining, but it didn't. It stayed the same. So that's that. That's everything I know about this platter. It's huge. That stamp says made in Japan. So the stamp has a turtle. It's a little turtle, and underneath says made in Japan if you're a collector and that means something to you. But let's show you from the top so you can get a really good look at this. So it's very, very white in the middle, and then you have the yellow around the edges. Oh, this way. All right, we're going to move it over here. It is 14 inches in diameter. It is humongous, but so perfect for the spring. And we're going to run that right now, up and going. And while this is going, I'm going to grab something to show you guys what's coming up soon because it is amazing.
An angel that is going home with you. Thank you.
On its way to you.
Hold on.
Of some 2 upcoming items that not in today's show, but they're coming in shows very soon.
B, you're going to like this one. I was thinking about it when I saw it. You're going to like this one.
Angel, thank you so much. That's going to you.
And I love discounts. You better not let Tony see this one.
Okay. This was the first item I picked up today. Look at this piece. This is a red Fenton eagle plate. This is glass. How freaking cool is this, you guys? I was so excited to see this. I have never seen anything like this. This is going to be in a show coming up soon. I haven't decided which one yet, but it says on the back, "It is my living sentiment, and by the blessing of God, it shall be my dying sentiment, independence now and independence forever," with the eagle on it. It has a Fenton sticker still on it. That's the story it has on the back with the Fenton mark.
It's
and it's like, yes, it's 1776, 1976. And if you show it from the top, it actually has like a swirl in the glass. Look at that. You can see like the red swirl in the glass. It is so cool. So this is coming up in a show, not today, but pretty soon. And then this is the other item, you guys. This is probably going to be in my warm embrace. Look at this recipe box. I mean, have you ever seen a recipe box like this? So this is going to be next month. This will be in my Warm Embrace show. But that is the mother of all. Please put in a show after your payday. I will make sure to do that. This is like the mother of all recipe boxes right here. Those are like my two favorite finds of the day right there. They will both be for sale coming up. I haven't even taken price tags or anything off yet. So, all right. We have a MCM donut vase. Now I have a tape, you guys. Anytime you see painter's tape, means it reminds myself that there is some type of call out that I'm making sure to tell you guys about. There's no chips or cracks on this, but it has like
Cricket, bro, you have no idea. And she didn't show the best part, but that plate is amazing.
It is. It's really cool. It has like you need to use a denture tablet or something. We're going to show you up close. I don't know what it's called. It's like a cloudiness at the top of the glass, kind of like when water sits too long. So that's the call out. I'm pretty sure it can be cleaned up. No chips or cracks. Really neat though, donut vase. I could not find a maker. I had some ideas of a maker, but I couldn't get anything definitive on this. So we're going with just a donut vase. Very pirate. Yeah, it is, huh? And that is up and running. That is the bottom, in case you wanted to see. There's no marks on it. Merchant of Mayberry with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your first purchase.
Just put a cork and a little bit of rum.
Okay. This is probably all this fair disclosure. Probably not super vintage, but I couldn't resist it. It was just too good not to put in a show. This is a set of measuring cups, and it can just sit on your counter. If you have like that farmhouse country feel type decor going on, here you go. Look at this. This is actually measuring cups. This one is your quarter cup, third cup, half a cup, and 1 cup. And they just stack all into each other. There is a little bit of paint where it got scratched right there at the top. And of course you have your adorable little rooster on there. And it says measured with love. And that's going right now. And Tracy, thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how many times, though, between bringing it home and getting it ready for the show, that I went to pick it up and it was like, oops, there's multiple pieces there. Be careful. Let's see. Let's do this guy next. All right. I have been slowly, very, very slowly, because it's painful, liquidating my pink azalea collection. And this is my pink azalea serving bowl. We have a tiny little chip right here that is very small. We'll show you up close. But this is a gorgeous pink azalea. This is Noritake, around the 40s, give or take, about that time frame. It is all hand painted, and you can actually feel the paint on all of those pink azaleas. This is a really popular collection. The hardest thing to find on the pink azaleas for me in all my time collecting were the dinner plates. I do have some that will be coming up eventually. But this one is, we're going to run this now, 9.5-inch diameter. Let me just show you that call out really quick. I don't know if you can zoom in. Right there underneath my fingertip is a small little chip on the very edge of that. So you can see the difference between one side and the other. That is the only call out. But considering the age of this, I thought that's pretty darn good for how old it is. And that's running right now. The pink azalea is a perfect pattern for your springtime dinner settings or just to decorate with. And Rhonda, congratulations. What a great pickup.
Thank you.
All right. I know. I love owls. There has to be a lot of other people that like owls. This is from my personal collection. This has been on my shelf. This sat just 20 yards from me on a shelf in my little kitchenette area of my basement. And it is adorable. Not only is it an owl, but you get mushrooms. Everything is better with mushrooms. I do not know why, but put a mushroom on something and it makes it better. This is Orzek. I put it in the thing. Orzek is the maker. And there's actually a signature right here that says Orzik. And I'm guessing that it's resin because I can't quite, it's not ceramic, it's not porcelain, it's not wood, but it doesn't feel resin to me either. But I took a good educated guess of it being resin. Look at the mushrooms, the flowers. I don't think you could get any more 70s than this. There's that signature right there. And then you have your original sticker on the bottom. And that's going to run right now. Up and going, 5 inches tall, so it's a decent size for like a figurine. Thank you for your bids. And Southern Charm, that is heading to you. Congratulations. Are you going to terrorize your husband with that?
Thank
I'm
you.
sure she will.
So for Tim, so Southern Charm and her husband, that's Michelle, for those of you who aren't familiar. She is another great vintage seller on here. They came and visited us, and Tim, her husband, does not like owls whatsoever. And I have owls like sprinkled through my whole house in different places. And I'm like, sorry.
Wow, Cricket Bro. That is
Deathly allergic.
being allergic. Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Wow. That must be hard because there are mushrooms everywhere. And I'm sure you don't want to decorate with them because I'm sure that does not bring up very good memories. All right, let's move on. I know that's so, oh man. But you know, isn't it people who are allergic to mushroom, isn't it penicillin and mushroom? I know it's not the same thing, but isn't it people, I don't know, that are usually allergic to penicillin or allergic to mushrooms too? I have a grandson allergic to penicillin. So I don't know if that's true or not. For some reason, that's something in my head. Could be totally made up for all I know. Okay. We have a Feldcraft cookie jar or canister. Steroids I have to be careful with. Okay. Cookie jar or canister, whatever you want to do with it. It is Feldcraft. Look at that beautifulness of the Feldcraft there. It is 7 inches tall. It is in great shape. Nope. Okay, so that's not it. Okay, go vintage with me. Thank you. I'm telling you, there's things in my head sometimes. I don't know where they come from. All right, so we have the lid here. Nope, that's just a little dab. That is in great shape. And look at the inside. Perfect shape. It is Feldcraft marked on the bottom. And it is beautiful. Even if you don't have the whole set for the canisters, just this one alone is so pretty to look at. You want to switch the camera, my love? And that is running right now. No paint wear or anything. This is pretty. I mean, whoever has had this for as many years is taking very good care of that. And it is only $4.50 shipping today. And Dolphin, that is going to you. Thank you, thank you. Where are we now? Oh, let's go to a serving platter. I always like some type of platters. I don't have big ones in the show today. Surprise, surprise. I usually have some type of big platter, but I do have this serving platter. And this one is perfect springtime serving platter. Look at that. I like that it's square. I just think it's a little bit different, not your typical oval. This one is made in Japan. No chips or cracks. We do have a tad bit of paint wear around the edges, totally consistent with age. And that is running right now. It is 9.5 inch square, so it's a really good size. Thank you for your bids. Holly, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
And let's do a hair receiver. All of a sudden, I am seeing so many of these in all different styles and colors. And so I've been picking them up every time I see them because I think they're pretty cool. So this is a hair receiver. It is in 2 pieces. It is a very old one. So you've got your top piece here. And then of course you've got the bottom. It's still in really good shape. It has a really neat floral design, a little bit of paint wear going around. You had some gold around the top here. And if you've never seen a hair receiver, this is really neat. I'm going to show you like this. This is really neat. The women back in the day, when they would comb their hair, they would save pieces of hair in here and then use it to help kind of like poof up and tease their hair up to make them big old high hairdos. And that is up and going right now. I don't know if I can save my hair. I get grossed out by cleaning out my brushes. Holly, that's going to you. Thank you so much. But I do have a cheerleader.
Thank you.
Who, you know, cheerleaders, their hair starts here. The ponytails go right here. They should be like right above the forehead. And they go really high. The higher the better on ponytails. So maybe I should start saving hair so she can like get the higher the ponytail. We actually buy fake hair. I don't know if any of you are cheer moms or cheer grandmas or big sisters or did it yourself. We actually buy fake hair to put in just so we can get a good high ponytail. All right, we have this is a cigarette box, but I didn't want to say it was a cigarette box because to me that has a bad connotation. So I called it a card box. I think this goes, cheer, are you a cheer grandma? Awesome. Yeah, cheer, the whole world of cheer is, oh, it's a whole nother thing. We are going, next week we'll be in Nashville for a cheer competition, and these girls are competing at like 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock, they're a bunch of kids, and they're competing at like 10 o'clock at night. It's crazy. All right, so this is a gorgeous piece of pottery. So if you like unique things, this is very unique. So you have the top here. First of all, the coloring is just amazing. Look at that. It's kind of abstract-y looking. And then you have, oh, she's 12 hours old. That's sad. If she cheers at comps, though, if she does All-Star, do you ever watch her on like Varsity TV? I have friends in California, and they watch my daughter on Varsity TV, which I think is kind of cool. All right, so then you have your 2 spots here, technically for cigarettes, but look at that. That'd be perfect. If you're a card collector, I know all of those fancy cards, I actually have some for sale coming up in just a bit, are really popular. You can put your cards in there. It's a really cool piece of pottery. Or you could just use it as a trinket dish. We're going to go ahead and run that, though. That is going now. That's what he's doing when he gave you 3 boys. Yeah, but boys have their own. I only had 1, but they're all a blessing. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just from the phone. That is really neat. Abel's Treasures, congratulations. That is going to you. I love me some pottery, and that was a really cool piece right there. Let's do some more milk glass. This is a soap dish. All right, think of all the uses for this, not just for soap. You can use this for so many different things. It's pretty like this because it's milk glass. So it's pretty like this, sawtooth edges.
You forgot about the request a long time ago.
And, but the back of it is even more gorgeous. So obviously your soap would go on this side, but think about, look at it like this. I think it kind of looks like an owl. I don't think it's supposed to, but I see an owl. Does anybody else see an owl face in that? I do. Anyways, we're going to put it like this. That's the bottom. And I'll flip it over while it's running. But it is a soap dish. You saw the owl too, so you totally see an owl face in that. And that's running right now. So that is the bottom of it. And then that is the soap dish part. I like that part. Southern Charm, that is going to you. You're just going to buy all the owl stuff and terrorize Tim. Now, see, now I'm feeling bad for Tim. I really am. Okay, let's do this next one. This is one of those really cool silhouette pictures. Don't feel bad for him. But see, now that
you're terrible.
Now that I've met him in person, now he's like a real person to me, not just a voice behind you. Now I feel bad for him. Okay, this one says, this used to be from Elaine's place. I don't know who Elaine, oh, he was being nice. I don't know who Elaine was, but it says Elaine's place down here. So thank you, Miss Elaine, for this really cool silhouette picture. It is under glass. The frame's been around. We have some love, that pre-love going on that frame there. And well, hello, Tabitha. So let's take a look at this up close. Did I put the size? I did, 9x5. I do want to just point out the frame. You can see, yeah, you can see the age on the frame. It's been around for a while, but the glass is fine. The picture is really sweet. And that's running right now. This would look good on a gallery wall. It's just the right size to add into like if you just have a little opening you need to fill up. Go Vintage with Bree. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have some Southwestern pottery. Now, usually I save all of my Southwestern pottery because every now and then Amy Perrin will run a Best of the Southwest show, but I don't know when the next one's going to be. So I'm like, I'm going to run this stuff. I can always get more Southwestern pottery. So I think this is the first one. Nope, this is the first one. All right. Make sure I'm running the right one. So this is the first one we're going to run. This one has a gorgeous like desert scene. Very like muted colors on there. The bottom says hand painted. I can't read it. Something where pottery, hand painted from Arizona. So Southwestern pottery. This is in great shape. Let's go ahead and switch cameras and I'll show you the top of it there. So look at, first of all, the design, really beautiful deserty design. Then of course you've got the top that's in perfect shape. And then that's that sticker that said hand painted from Arizona. It is 6 inches tall, and that's running right now. If you really like the Southwestern type vibe, go Vintage with Bree. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just keep your eyes out for every now and then they do that Southwestern raid train, and it's a full day. And some of the stuff people bring are just absolutely amazing. I usually do pottery because that's kind of my thing. But there's all kinds. Always they come, oh, that's so cool. Here's another piece right here. Now this one, surprisingly, this one feels more heavy than the last piece that I just shown. And it's a little bit shorter. It's 2 inches shorter. It's only 5 inches. Let's go ahead and put it over here so we can see it. So this one has the kind of that Native American type design going on with it, which is very popular, common with your Southwestern pottery. There is a signature there covered up by an old sticker. And then, of course, you have your top. And that's going to go right now. That is up and running. I like the purples on this one. Go Vintage with Bree. Thank you. And now for the big one.
Thank you.
This almost stayed in my house. I have a wall in my dining room with wood blocks, and I have pottery displayed. This almost made it into my personal collection. This is a stunning piece. So I called it a vessel just because I wasn't sure. I don't really think it's a pitcher. I don't really think it's a vase. So we're going with vessel, but it's absolutely gorgeous. There's no signature on there, so I don't know who made it. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. You can tell by some of the markings that this is definitely a handmade piece, not a mass-produced piece. We have like, look at, you have some like little minor imperfections. This is in the way it was made. The light's really shining on there. It's just like you could tell like where the glaze was put. Gorgeous though, gorgeous piece. That is 8 inches tall, and that's running right now. The earthy colors and just kind of this design, that is my absolute favorite in the pottery. Tracy, that is going to you. Congratulations. All right. This is probably, I have 2 like amazing glass pieces. This is one of them tonight. I just saw this exact piece in a blue. And what I'm telling you, it was in a, no, it wasn't blue. Sorry. I saw it in blue, but I saw another one in a crimson, like red. That one was like $80 because the red was supposed to be such a rare color. I don't know. They said it was a rare color. I have a green piece. This is a Viking. 6-petal, avocado green, glass bowl. It is huge. Look at that. I mean, it's like, there's my whole face right there. Beautiful, in great condition. There is nothing wrong with it that I'm aware of. This is a beautiful piece. Viking did, like I was saying, Viking made these in a couple of different colors. The green, though, I mean, green glass is actually a really popular color. 1960s, it is 5.5 inches tall, 9 inches going all the way across. And that is up and running right now. Thank you so much for your pre-bids on that. This is an absolutely stunning piece of glass. You can put this on a coffee table as a centerpiece. Watch us grow. Congratulations. That is a great one. And the other really stunning piece I'm going to run as a random poll in just a little bit. All right, I mentioned these earlier. These are the playing cards that I came across. So it is 2 decks. I will take them out so you can see the pictures. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. This is made by Congress Playing Cards. It says Cellutone Finish. Don't know what that means, but it's a nice velvety box. And then the cards themselves are, let's see if we can see from the top. So we've got all of these like tiger ones. Those are all the same. And then I'm guessing that these are going to be all the same. Yeah, probably all the same lion-y ones. Those are what the cards look like. So you're going to get both of those and the original box. I'm going to put it back together while it runs. And that's going right now. So if you are like one of the people who does like the trading cards, and I've seen the shows. I know Daisy Lane does some of those. There was a raid train the other day that did all the cards I saw. So I guess it's a popular thing. I don't know a whole lot about them, but I do know to pick them up when I see them. Southern Charm, that's going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I like the lion too. I thought it was pretty cool. I wish it would have had different. I was a little disappointed that it was the same picture. I wish it would have been like all kinds of different animals. That would have been cool. But
she doesn't understand that if you change the back, then you'll be able to tell what kind of card you have.
I know if you change it back, but I still think it would be cool for collector's purposes, not for playing poker.
But there are cards.
There's multiple purposes. Okay. This is only the second time I have ever seen one of these. Maybe you guys seen them a lot. They're just not popular up in my area where I shop. So I grabbed this the minute I saw it. This is a Babyface milk bottle, and it is by Brookfield. So it says Brookfield, but I don't know how good. Yeah, you guys can see it. There's baby faces on there, and it is a pale pink. So we're going to show you from this way. I don't have a top or a stopper. I bought it just like this. But is that not cool? It's a little creepy that there's a face on both sides. I got to say that does creep me out a little bit, but I still think it's really cool. I do find my way home at night. Yeah, me neither. I would never even know what to do with that.
That's a good one, Cricket Pro.
All right, this guy is up and running right now, and it's pretty tall, 9.5 inches. You've never seen one. This is only the second one I've seen. It does not glow, Southern Charm. I will double check, but I'm pretty vigilant about my glass. Holly, that is going to you. No, there's no glow on there. Yeah, that's usually the first thing I do when I get home with any type of glass is check for glow. I've only missed glow a couple of times. Small. Oh, you've seen? Yeah, I think I've seen a smaller one, but for the pink ones, that's the only second one just like that I've seen. All right, we are getting to our last listed item, but then I still have quite a few randoms that we'll do. So the last listed item that I have is this beautiful piece here. Look at this picture here. This is your classic vintage water pitcher. It says, what does it say on the bottom there? Something I cannot read. We'll show you the mark in case it looks familiar to you. So let's go ahead down here because it is stamped. So there you go. Nice blue stamp, but I cannot read what it says. And then, of course, you have your pitcher. No chips or cracks that I was able to see on here. It's in really great shape. Even the paint is in really good condition. And there's the top of it. Let's see. There we go. Trying to get it in the middle. All right. We're going to go ahead and give that a go. And that is running right now. Beautiful with a big bouquet of flowers. Absolutely stunning. Granny core type design, that type of aesthetic. These pictures look great in. And Leslie's Gems, thank you so much. That is heading to you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, let's do some randoms. I've got a handful of random things here. Okay. Y'all have to, we'll see what you think. My husband was like, what in the heck is that when I brought this home? I think this is a pretty neat piece.
She probably picked it up on the side of the road.
I did not. I got this at auction. I purposely bid on this to bring it to Whatnot because I thought this was cool. On purpose, yes. So this is a trinket box. It looks like a natural piece of wood trinket box, but it has 2 more trinket boxes inside. So it's a stacking one. So you've got one, then you got this guy, and then you got another one inside. A hide key box. Yeah.
I'm telling you, at home with Chris. See what I mean?
I really thought this was pretty neat. So we're going to run it. So you get all 3 of them and they fit inside each other. And that's going to run right now. Real quick though, before it goes, let me just kind of give you a height on the tallest one. Whoops. It is 3 inches tall. And you're going to get that whole set up and going. I thought it was cool. And I really like that it has like that natural, what do they call it? Like the living edge look to it. You know, people pay big money for like living edge tables. You get it in a trinket box. Southern Charm, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that is going to you. Let me get it all put back together. Look at that. That's cool. Either it's cool or I'm just easily amused. I don't know which one. All right. Do you guys like
the latter one?
I got a huge lot of wooden boxes. So I brought four wooden boxes today, and I'm going to have more in upcoming shows. I like it, but of course I had a piece of petrified wood in my... See? Okay, because it's cool, because wood is cool. And don't take that in the wrong way, y'all. This is a G show. Okay. We're going to start with this box. So I have a bunch of these old, some of them are cigar boxes, some are just wooden boxes. This one, I think, was a cigar box based on this sticker on the top. It says Landberry, Connecticut. Maybe not. I don't know. This is my husband saying yes, that it's an old cigar box. But you've got the metal pieces here. You've got metal all around the sides. Like it has the 2 little handles. Whoa. Oh, it clasps. And then you have the inside. So I think it's a really neat box. It does sit up. It has like 4 feet on it. And the size on this, really quick, is about 4 1/4 inches tall. And it's about 8 inches across. We're going to pull it back so you can see it in the camera. And we're going to run it for $1. And that's up and going right now. I like wooden boxes. And my husband can roll his eyes all he wants at me, but I had to hide some of these boxes so he wouldn't steal them from me. Tracy, that's going to you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
I do not have my stickers. Here we go. Let me write some stickers so I can number these appropriately. That is my second random pull because we did a one earlier on. All
and
right.
She literally hid them from me.
I did have to hide them from him. Okay, here's another one, somewhat similar because it has some metal pieces to it. So I'm going to actually move this out of the way. All right, so this has the decorative metal up here. This is more kind of like cigar box kind of style, like the shorter, a little bit longer. We have a latch on the front. Of course, you have the 4 feet. Possibly made from cedar. I don't know. It doesn't smell like cedar to me, but it doesn't have a lot of any type of a smell. That's the bottom, and let me show you the inside. There's a paper clip. I will keep the paper clip if you really want the paper clip down there at the bottom. I will make sure that's included. My husband rolls his every time you bring anything in the house. Yep, that's my husband. All right, there you go. Let me give you a quick measurement. This is, let's see here, 10 inches by about 8 inches, and it stands about 4 inches tall. And it's running right now. And Abel's Treasures, that is going to you. Thank you so much. Just trying to get my stuff numbered here to make sure that everything goes to the right person. All right. Thank you, thank you. Let's go on to our next one. This one says Mother. I don't think this was a cigar box because I don't think they made cigar boxes just for moms. That would be kind of a unique Mother's Day gift. Not sure I would be happy with that, but it does say Mother on there. It is like burned into the wood or engraved into the wood. We have a little latch on the front. It's your inside. That's not velvet. That is just wood on the bottom. Yeah, that's not my price tag. That's been there forever. I don't know. I got this in a huge lot at auction. That's the bottom. A little kind of older looking. And we're going to give you a measurement really quick. 8 by 4.5 and 2.5 inches tall. This would make, if you are a reseller, a really good little vignette, a Mother's Day vignette that is coming up very, very quickly. And that's going right now. Thank you so much for your bid. Bama Thrifting Sisters, that is going to you. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
All right. We're going to stick with the boxes and then we'll do the last few items that I have. So this is a true cigar box. I just heard something in there. What's in there? Oh, I don't know what that goes to. Does that go in here? We'll put it together. I don't know. I'll show you. This is a true cigar box. So there you go. You have, what kind of cigar is this? Cuban I can't say it. Can you say that?
Criollo.
There you go. How do you say it? Put your microphone on.
Criollo.
There. See, I cannot do the accent. So, true cigar box. You know what? If you've never seen, I Love Discounts makes jewelry boxes out of these that are freaking amazing. Like, I'm like, this is total hidden talent. I had no idea Lysandra had. This is the inside of it. You have to start by buying a couple things for him. Then that's, oh, I've got to like warm him up. Is that, oh, bro, you're talking to Rhonda. There is this piece of wood in there. I do not know what it goes to, but I will keep it in there. I don't see anything broken. So I don't know what that, oh, I see here. There was like wood that came up. I think it goes like right here. So that will stay with it. We're going to go ahead and run it. Maybe you can make a jewelry box. I am not that talented. It is running right now. I'll turn it that way so it's actually facing the correct way for you to see it. Bama Thrifting Sisters, that is going to you. All right, Bama Thrifting Sisters, are you going to use it as is, or is this a craft? Like, is this, you're going to make something out of it? I have seen purses made out of cigar boxes, which is kind of cool. Okay, this is a wood box, but this is totally different. This is definitely not a cigar box. This is a vintage jewelry box, which I think is pretty neat. So we open it up and you have that really cool, I'm going to say lime green. It's somewhere between a yellowish or a lime green. Velvety finish in there. You've got your mirror, and then the top drawer is that one. Are you selling the blue bunnies behind you? I can. I will run them. Just hang out, Dawn, and I will run them. And then you've got your drawer there. So that's the drawer. It comes out of the bottom. We do have, you can see there's a little scratchy at the top. It's been around a while. This is a vintage jewelry box. You can see a little bit of wear there. But other than that, it is in really good shape. And that is running right now. Where we go? There we go. All right. I hear a lot of people requesting jewelry boxes, but then I'm like, I'm not sure exactly what kind they're requesting. Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead. We'll do those bunnies now, and then I've got a few items left. Let's go ahead and do the set. Now, these are not vintage. Absolute full disclosure, these were part of my Easter decor that I put them up here to sell if somebody ever asked, like you just did. These are from a hobby store. They probably still do have your hobby store marks on the bottom. These are not vintage, but they are cute. I did add the little ribbon because that's the extent of my craftiness right there. Which way? We're going this way? All right, he's going to show them on this camera. Okay, we're going to run them. I got one of my boxes recently, and that mallet was in there. Really? Oh. And you just grabbed it. Yeah, see, keep them in line. That's right. Okay, the bunnies are up and running. They are going together. You will get both of them. The tall guy here is about 11 inches, so good size bunnies. And Dawn, that is heading to you. Congratulations. Some really fun Easter
Thank
decor.
you.
These are cute.
Miss Carol, as long as you didn't chase him.
Okay, what are we going to do next? I'm going to save the piece that I think is the best for last. So we're going to go with this guy next. This is a beehive. I had to hide this from my husband too. My husband is like the most manliest, like tough Hispanic dude. But you put some china in front of him or some crystal in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, can I keep that?"
You should have had the opportunity to say, "Honey, can I see your wallet?"
So we have a gorgeous piece. This is glass, not crystal. It's not dinging at all. Glass sugar bowl. It looks like a beehive, which is pretty cool. It comes with a little metal spoon. I'll show you over here. Let me get my riser back.
See, she doesn't let me keep the cool stuff.
I don't. So you have your beehive sugar bowl. I like the look of it. I think it's really neat. And then, where is it? You got the little cutout there for your spoon, so you can fit your metal spoon in there. And that's going to run right now. Up and going.
Miss Carol, can I borrow your mallet?
Yeah, you don't need a mallet. And Tracy, that is heading to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's make sure. I think this is a brass apple. Okay, so this is a magnet here. It doesn't stick. It's a little bit light. I'm still going with brass. Looks like brass, feels like brass. The magnet doesn't stick to it. It is hollow. It is, let's see if it's marked on the bottom. It is not marked on the bottom. So you get a little apple trinket dish that I'm like 99% sure is brass. We're going to go ahead and get that going. And that's running right now. All right, you guys have to tell me. I heard apples are the thing, that apples are like making a comeback here. True? Not true? Are you seeing them in other shows? Yes? Okay. 18344 with the first purchase. Congratulations.
Thank you for your
I should
first
put a number on that
purchase.
if I want to make sure it gets to you. You hope so because you have a ton. Well, I did not a lot, but I bought a handful of Apple stuff for my Warm Embrace show next month. So I really do hope it's true that they're making a comeback. And strawberries. So strawberries to me have been around, like usually anytime I get strawberry stuff, it sells pretty well. Apples, I was a little iffy. So I bought a few things like I was going to test the waters with apples. Okay, I have 4 more things tonight. Let's do this one. This is super 70s to me. A mushroom candle holder. You can put fairy lights in there. You can put a candle holder in. So you've got the top hurricane piece here. This is a clear glass piece, all one piece, no chips or cracks. And then you have a wood base. There is some old wax in there, so it is made for a candle, but you can put just about anything in there and light that up. How cool is this? I love that it is a mushroom shape. Let's see, it is pretty tall too. I've had this sitting in my back room for quite a while, 10.5 inches. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. We're going to go ahead and run this 10.5 inches tall. And this does come off, and the bottom is wood, and then this is all just a clear glass. I think this would look good with a bunch of plants around it. I don't know why, but that's just what pops into my head when I see this. Leslie, that is going to you. Thank you so much. Is number 11.
On its way to you.
All right, let's see here. We're going to do these two together. These are sweet. I really like these. So these are Francoma. Francoma is another very popular pottery maker. So it says Teen Acres of the Bible, Teen Acers of the Bible. It is Francoma Pottery. It is signed by Janice Frank, 1975. This is the third of 10 plates. So this is Jonathan, the archer. So this is the third of, okay, what are you doing to me? Jonathan, the archer. And this is everything I was just reading on the back of it. And then we have David, the musician. And again, that's another Francoma, and this is second of 10 plates, and they are signed. We're going to run both of those together, so they're decorative plates. Let me just tell you how big they are. 7 inches in diameter, and 2 Francoma pieces for $1 is almost unheard of. That is amazing. They are up and running right now. Bama Thrifting Sisters, what a great grab. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Those are going to you. And I have 2 more things. So let's go to my next one. I have 1 more of the pink azalea. So I don't know, in the bunch of auction stuff I got, they included a bunch of different wooden like plate holders and stuff. So this was one of them. So I took the plate holder and I added in a little set of pink azalea teacup. So we have your saucer, Noritake pink azalea, and you've got the teacup that matches it. All hand painted, green stamp Noritake. So you're going to get that little set. I love the little teacup and saucer displays. And that is running right now. My husband's going all over. He's having too much fun with that camera. And there is pink azaleas on this. They're just a little washed out in our light. There you go. Now you can see them. Rhonda, that is going to you. Congratulations. It's number 13.
Thank you.
And with that, we are going to go to the very last piece of the night. Let me just put this down. This is what I think is the coolest piece of glass. Look at how gorgeous this bowl is. This is a pink, I want to say depression glass bowl. It is absolutely beautiful. 3 feet on it. Look at the cuts on this glass. So you've got your flowers here that are like etched in there. It's not etched. What do they call it? Is it like acid something? I forget the name of it. And then you've got this gorgeous cut here. So it's just so gorgeous to look at. You've got all these different designs and patterns going on with it. You've got the inside. The top is like a sawtooth. So you've got some really visual interest going there. And of course, you've got your 3 feet on the bottom. The only call out, and I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see it, there is the tiniest little crack line. You cannot feel it at the top, but on the bottom you can feel it. I'm going to put my finger on it, so maybe we can direct you to where it is, see if we can zoom in. There is a tiny little line. Again, I cannot feel it at the top. There it is. You can see it right there under where my finger is, right there. You can feel it at the bottom, but you can't feel it at the top. That is the only call out on this bowl. It is absolutely stunning, though. Huge bowl, heavy piece of glass, just shy of 10 inches in diameter. And that's going to run for $1. And that is going right now, $1, 10 seconds. Gorgeous pink, big, huge bowl. Would be great just as a centerpiece or as a fruit bowl. Thank you so much for your bids. And Carolyn, that is going to you. Congratulations. And with that, you guys, we have gone through everything I pulled out for this show. And I do limit it. The reason I limit my shows is to make sure I can pack and get everything out on time to you guys. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you for hanging out with me on your Saturday afternoon. Next show, tomorrow night's our podcast. If you guys have not been to our podcast, 6:30 on YouTube, myself, I Love Discounts, and Green 13. We all get together. It's a live podcast, so you can come ask questions and hear answers from 3 of us, not just me. And then other than that, we'll see you Monday morning. I'll be back first thing Monday morning with our morning mix show. There's our reselling roundtable. And let's go find somebody to raid. So y'all have a really good rest of your weekend.
Thanks for joining us. Have
Let's see
a
who's
wonderful
on.
rest of your day.
Wow, I don't know any of these people. We're going to go make a new friend because I don't know any of these people that are on right now. Let's go see Cat's Vintage. All right, let's make a new friend.